G'day legends, Sis here for Nostalgia Button, and in today's video I'm heading to the Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair in Yarraville. So I've never been to this event. I've seen it advertised many times, but it's always been on a day which I was unable to attend. But today I am able to attend. I'll be seeing my good mate John Burgos there as well, and we're going to go toy hunting. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you like vintage toys and modern toys and comic books and all that kind of gimmick, you should stick around because that's what you're going to get today in the video. All right, let's do it. All right, after making my journey all the way to Yarraville, I jumped out the car, found a car park, and made my way into the venue. As you can see, it was a beautiful day. And my very first stop was at this stand here. This was Michael. He's calling his stall Michael's Toys, but he wants to come up with something a little more groovier for next year. But at this point, it is Michael's Toys or Michael's Collectibles. That Dick Tracy toy was super cool. And my eye immediately went to this Battle Armor Skeletor. His face was a little bit munched up there. I couldn't get his Battle Armor feature to work with one hand, but I'm sure it would work, no problems. Look at these real Ghostbusters, the ghosts. I love them. Now, these were super interesting. These were actually metal. They were super heavy. You could see me kind of weighing it in my hand there. There's Kevin Owens and the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. There's Sasha Banks as well, who's now Mercedes Moné in AEW. Had this big kind of Mega Man kind of looking character. I'm not sure who that was. I spied a Boba Fett. I did actually get to see those close up a little later, so stay tuned for that section of his stall. That looks like an owl from Harry Potter, and the Sorting Hat, and a bunch of Harry Potter here. Some keychains. Look at that Thor Ragnarok Marvel keychain. Super cool. What else did he have? He had a Simpsons Jeopardy game. Some loose pop vinyls, it seems. Loose Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, more of a new school version there of Michelangelo. Loads of pops. I'm pretty sure these were all Harry Potter pop vinyls. So if you're into Harry Potter pop vinyls, you missed out because they were all represented there today at Michael's Toys. Now, this bin here had lots of Black Series Star Wars toys. See the Emperor there, Darth Vader. We had Darth Maul as well. Check him out. What a champion. There's Lando Calrissian. Childish Gambino there. What else? Oh, he had the Chewbacca, which is cool. It's cool to see. A lot of these figures I've only ever seen in the box, so it was cool to see them loose because most of the time you don't really see them loose. He had a bunch of Stormtroopers, eh? Check it out. Stunt Stormtrooper from A New Hope with that grey grill on his mask there, on his helmet rather. There's IG-88, one of the very feared bounty hunters from The Empire Strikes Back. There's a Black Series R2-D2. I was actually quite tempted to pick that one up, maybe next time. And there's Han Solo there on Hoth with his gimmick there, that big furry jacket and his hood on. Who else could I find here? Oh, look at that. There's a vintage one, just chilling in the bottom. Now, he did have some of these wacky wobblers as well. There's a Get Smart one, Megatron, loads of different ones. Another massive bin of Star Wars figures. Look, there's Zuckuss, another bounty hunter. It's like I'm a Star Wars fan or something. Check out this Batmobile. I'm losing it. Batmobile from the Dark Knight series. Super cool Batmobile. I love that design of those. There's Wolverine, Weapon X. Pretty cool toy. A bunch of Dick Tracy VHS there as well. What else did he have on offer? Oh yeah, some cool Chubbies. Strange Star Wars figures. Now, I went dumpster diving or tub diving, as they say. There's a Fantastic Four figure. Now, this one popped me. This is actually Sable from the WWF. It's a wrestling figure, if you can believe it, but super cool. Had these giant Star Wars action figures. There's the Big Show in the same scale. Not the same universe, but the same scale. But yeah, after moving some of this stuff around, I could find this Jar Jar Binks. He gets a lot of flack, but I think, the nostalgia's hitting in for him. People are going to start collecting Jar Jar any minute now. I've got a feeling. And there's a Powerpuff Girl. Now, I'm actually going to throw to the audio from the day because I made some comments about a couple of these figures. There's Sporty Spice there. But let's go to the audio from the day. Look at these bugs. How sick. Do you remember these, John? These are so cool. These are giant plastic bugs. Yeah. You just scare your brothers with them. Amazing.
I mean, we had them when I was a kid. We had the spiders and that, but they were rubber. And
I know what this is. That's Other Worlds. And there we go. A bit of audio from the day, which I wanted to incorporate. You heard John Burgos there, who's been on the channel many times. It was great to see John. I was trying to get this to focus, but there we go. Let's pop him back. A giant T-Rex head there from something. Looks maybe a squirter or something. Who knows? But check out this gold robot nostalgia button. Look at that gold robot buttoners. How cool is that? There's the Cookie Monster there. Excelsior, a Stan Lee comic there as well. Looks like Kano from Mortal Kombat. I could be getting that wrong. I probably am. But how cool is this Beowulf? Remember that film? That was cool. I dug that film. Gets a lot of flack, but I enjoyed it. There's a Force Attacks cards there. Star Wars. Whole bunch of stuff. Some DVDs. Oh, now check out these board games that this seller had. The board games were pretty super cool. There's the Goosebumps board game. $60. It's probably worth it too, to be fair. Alien Galaxy board game. Great artwork on that as well. And this Rubik's one was so cool. The Rubik's Magic strategy game. Those rainbows, just so toyetic. Now let's go to the audio. I mean, is it a toy fair without these, John? Come on now.
Yeah, they're a staple.
They are. I think I actually have some at the moment.
I have a Daffy Duck.
Really? That's a sick Sylvester, though. How cool's that?
Yeah, they're good-looking cups. They're just big.
They're huge, but the character design is so rad.
It is.
It's, yeah.
I really like the Daffy Duck one I had. But
so cool. Oh, you didn't buy it. Nice. Right, these are so cool. Did you see Sin City?
Yeah.
85. Wow. But look at the head sculpt. Like that's a grizzled Bruce Willis right there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And this dude. Is that Mickey Rourke?
Yeah, isn't that Mickey Rourke's character?
I think it was, yeah. And was it Elijah Wood that played the... Oh, dude. I don't know if they have that one, but these are different ones here. I don't know what this is. What's this? Whoa. Legend. Now Playing presents... I don't know, maybe... What is this? It's creepy, though, whatever it is. My goodness. Who else can we find? Whoa. She's swallowing a sword, this one. Far out. That's a big monster with a tiny little clown facing off. What's this one? These are like horror ones or something.
Right. Look. So we've got a Dune one, Dog Soldiers. This one's from Legend.
Oh, so that's a movie?
Yeah, so I wonder if it's it must be the movie Legend with...
That one's really rad.
Yeah, it's like
wow.
I've never seen this.
Look at that. How cool is that? Put that in the bath with Sophie, she'll freak out.
He squeaks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's a mighty squeak too.
Now, I don't often let the audio go that long, but me and John were really enjoying talking about those figures. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep it in there. There wasn't too much ambient noise at this event because it was quite a smaller event than a lot of the larger ones. So I figured it was safe to keep that audio in there. And there was no music as well. So let's get back to what we're looking at here. We've got David Rose and Patrick Brewer from I'm not going to say the name. The Creek Show. There's Buzz Lightyear. I also picked up this Saul Goodman figure from Breaking Bad. A hefty price tag, but it is quite cool. So for any lawyers out there, you got to pick that one up. Now, this was actually a money box, the seller was telling me. Very cool. You put the money in there and Bart Simpson there interacts with it in some way. So that was a very cool piece. Spider-Man there. And he had a random trophy for some reason as well. Oh yeah, it looks like an Xbox trophy. Now, I'm back at Michael's Toys now, and he was gracious enough to let me go behind the main table so I could look at these other tables that he had set up behind him. There's a Fright Features Peter Venkman. As you know on the channel, guys, I'm a big Star Wars. I'm a big Ghostbusters guy and Star Wars guy and a big wrestling guy. And here's a Bailey figure. There's another wrestling figure there. Of old mate. He's since left the company. Who else have we got here? We've got a tag team in the baggie. Johnny Down Under. We've got old mate there as well. I'm forgetting the names, but if you know who they are. Oh yeah, there's Neville Bamshoot. So many wrestlers. He had these Mego style figures as well. Some of them new school, some of them old school. John will have to tell me who these characters are. I've got no idea. But they're pretty cool. Oh, there's a Vince. I know who that is. There's a Ruthless Aggression era Vince McMahon. I actually have this. That is a Marvel Legends bunny. Super, super cool. What else have we got here, Buttoners? Oh, Count Dooku Black series. How cool is that? And he had these giant episode 1 figures. Oh, sorry. He also had this pin of a He-Bot, robot of the universe. Now we're going to the Star Wars Episode 1 figure. So there's Qui-Gon there, a Darth Maul, and finishing up with Obi-Wan Kenobi. At the top there, another Darth Maul and some vintage Transformers. Now here's the stall section of the stall I was talking about earlier in the video. We've got a Hulk there, some Spawn figures. Looks like he's got a Darth Vader figure as well. What is this? That's crazy. A Boba Fett, robot arm machine, Transformers collector case. That is epic. I love that. And some Episode 2 Star Wars figures. So many toys. Great Spawn figures here on card. Check those out, Buttoners. He had this starting lineup figure as well. And John pointed out this Mego style Henry Cavill Superman figure. And we're about to go into the tub where John find a Planet of the Apes figure. But it's not on camera, so you'll see it at the end of the vlog. Stick around for it. But check out what we find. There's a White Ranger. Oh, there's a Splinter, vintage Splinter. Look at this dude. Oh, yeah. He's sick. Check out this guy.
It's a troll.
I don't know what it is, but it's sick as.
It's like a troll.
Wow, that's cool.
This guy has some sort of action. I don't know how to work. Stabbing action. Another Ranger?
Yeah. Oh, there's Proximate at midnight. Oh, she's fallen out of her bag. Don't fall out of your bag, love.
Oh, is this Napoleon? Something like
That is Napoleon. That's totally Napoleon. Poor bloke. All right. After checking out the tub there at Michael's Toys, we looked in the second room, which was a lot larger, a lot more comics, a lot more toys. So let's check it out. The first stop, I found this rad piece from Guardians of the Galaxy. Super cool. What else did we find? Awesome Mix Volume 2. Amazing. Some Mighty Max here for Scott Crusher. Check that out. Look at the blood on the teeth, eh? Oh, come on, man. You don't see that in toys these days. We're too precious in 2024. Look at that dinosaur. Got a random alien there from Alien. Another dinosaur with a big chunk bitten out of his body. What's going on? And there's another little T-Rex with a red stripe on his thing. I think I was reuniting that alien there for the seller. And here we go. Actually met this seller on the day. His name was Jeff. He told me that he finds all these at op shops. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that was the line he was going with on the day. But that one there, you think that's just a regular Power of the Force figure, but check out how long that lightsaber is, guys. Both of these are the long lightsaber variants. How cool is that?
Black Star.
That is awesome.
There's Jeff there showing me some of the features of that Black Star figure. We've got a Supernaturals here, loose, which was super cool to see. Skeleton Warriors. Now, he's missing all of his stuff, but just as a standalone figure, you can't go past it. So toyetic. There's Buzz Off, I believe, from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Missing his helmet, but still got both his wings, which is rare to see in 2024. There's a vintage TMNT figure there. He also had this Toxie, or maybe that's the TMNT as well. Someone let me know in the comments. I might be getting that wrong, Buttoners. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah. There's Michelangelo with his tongue out. What's he doing? That cheeky Michelangelo. Unbelievable. We've got a Battle Troll here, I believe. And there's a Splinter and a Shredder. Look at this Shredder. What else? Oh, there's an old school Rocksteady there. Can't go wrong with an old school Rocksteady. So much treasure. And look at this bootleg Hulk Hogan's figure. They did these Master of the Universe inspired bootleg wrestling figures back in the day, and that's one of them. There's Grizzlord there from He-Man as well. And now we're heading to another seller. This is a Nerf gun, which was a alien inspired Nerf gun. The seller wanted $250, and it did sell because I was talking to Simon on the day, and he was saying that that's an incredible deal, and it didn't last. By the end of the day, someone had bought it. This seller actually sold a lot of their stuff on the day because it was priced to sell. There's a Slimer there, pop vinyl, but it looks like Minecraft inspired or something. I'm not sure. A bit of a weird crossover. I wasn't really aware of it, but there's a little Predator figure there as well. Now, in the corner of the room, this seller had some figures lined up. Some new school stuff, some old school stuff, a good cross section. There's a Skippy board game there, a Marvel LED light, some new school Transformers, and some figures there in the baggie as well. I mean, look at that. Power of the Force all day long. I don't think it's a toy fair without a representation of Power of the Force figures. And now look at all this other stuff. You had the G.I. Joe at this stall. They had the Star Wars Cup, Vader with the fist in the air, defiant to the end. Now I'm at Jack's Timeless Toys. Not Jake, it is Jack. I've since learnt. And Jack had a Nintendo 64 there, a PS2, a PlayStation 3 as well, some Game Boys, which was super cool to see on the day. Look at that yellow box PS2. I believe that's the slimline version they released later in the lifespan of that console. A Super Nintendo, loads of stuff, some pop vinyls as well on offer at Jack's Timeless Toys, Timeless Treasures, I believe his stall is called. If I'm getting that wrong, I do apologise, Jack. What else did he have? Some Game of Thrones figures. I don't collect those, but I know a lot of people do. And I also know that a lot of people collect those Street Sharks that I just had my hand on there. Also, some little figures there. He had some tubs at the bottom. What did I find? Oh yeah, there's a giant Iron Man for the kids. And this here, that's a vintage Buzz Lightyear motorbike. Very cool. I really enjoyed seeing that on the day. Loads of stuff in this tub. Yeah, check it out. There's John. I'm showing John that one apparently at that time. What else could I find? This weird figure here where his arm's coming off and he's got a giant smile on his face. I wouldn't be that happy if my arm came off like that, mate. But you know, to each his own. Be easy with that. Now, I thought this was Baby Finn, but it's actually Coco Melon, so I popped him away. We've got a World of the Simpsons database figure there that was on sale, and lots of other treasure there, a Digimon or something as well. Now, strap in, buttoners. If you're a card person and you're into your vintage cards, this is the part of the video for you. This seller, I'm pretty sure this was attached to Bruce's table. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, but he had Jurassic Park. He had Episode 1. Now, they were expensive, but if you wanted just one or two, you could take away like something cool. You know, you wouldn't get change out of $6 or $10 or $15, depending on which pack, how popular and how old it is. But pretty fair prices. RoboCop, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, movie ones. What else did he have? He had so much. He had Power Rangers there on the day. He had these stickers, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Terminator 2. I'd love to know where he got these from because there's just so many. It just doesn't end. A whole case box for $80, or was it $800? What did it say? $80. Yeah, that's a bit more reasonable. $7 for the Series 2 of the Power Rangers. The new season, $9. $89 Batman, or it was just known as Batman back then there. Jack Nicholson there on the cover. Batman Returns. Star Trek, the official trading cards there. Ghostbusters 2. $12 a pack for those bad boys. If you wanted them, you could have taken them home. The Dark Crystal, see, there you go. So a bit more expensive now, $20 a pack. And the Grease as well, $15. So a hefty price point on those two. X-Men, again, $15 if you wanted them. $15 for those X-Men, $20 for these ones. So these ones are expensive, but there's got to be a reason, folks. They're probably rare. $30 a pack for those ones. $25 for those, you know. Skybox, they look cool though, eh? Look at those Skybox ones. Indiana Jones, very collectible. Raiders of the Lost Ark. He had so many boxes and boxes. He must have owned a milk bar back in the day and just kept them all, eh? A new school Thor one there. Jurassic Park up the top. You think it's over? It's not. He had even more buttoners. He had these awesome Batman ones as well, which were cool. More Batman, animated series Batman stuff as well. Some more Jurassic Park here featured on the channel today. Check out these Simpsons ones. So bright, so colourful. I loved it. And of course, he had these awesome Return of the Jedi ones. And those ones all have different images on each pack. I've got a few of those myself. See, there's another Return of the Jedi, but that one's with Luke on it. And I think this is just another Luke, yeah, but they are different. Look, I'm hunting for a different one. There it is. There's Jabba the Hutt there. He had Alien on the cards there as well. Close Encounters of the Third Kind as well. There it is. And now I believe we've got a really great wide shot of just how many cards he had on offer. Finally, I stopped off at Simon's stand. He was very busy most of the day, so I was very cautious to allow him to make the sales that he could make. And I'm pretty sure if you've seen his vlog, he did pretty good. But yeah, this is the companion piece to his vlog. Of course, he had Sarah's Squishmallows, which were a big hit for the day. Only 4 of those smaller ones left. The larger ones he had quite a few left there, but I know he did well with those, which was awesome. He had looks like Doctor Strange there, some Star Wars Black series, these cool anime style statues he had as well. A Mega Drive classic game console, pretty sure that's like a reissue. A giant Boba Fett, which I was pretty tempted actually. I wasn't sure how much he wanted for it, but that's a cool Fett that he had. Some more anime girls there as well. Quite a few pops he had on offer. It's not really a comic and toy fair without the pops, and here's the man himself.
So this is what it's like to be Sis Dog. Selling on the other side.
Yes,
Can we grab that?
indeed.
Oh, I got to answer a question.
We're back after
That was a great sale.
a brief stint.
$70.
Oh, wow, look at you. Paid for the stall, mate.
I did. It's been a good day today.
Awesome.
It's been great. What did you think, man? Your first Yarraville comic fair?
Yeah, I've enjoyed my time here today. I feel like, yeah, it is smaller than the other events, but sometimes it's quality over quantity.
And
I
you know
always
what?
stuff that up.
I've seen you buy comics before in your videos. You bought the, it was like an Australian reprint. You bought it from the Camberwell Market. I'm a Sis Dog fan. It was like a DC reprint. It was like an old one. I remember you buying it. This guy doesn't do it.
No,
It's like-
John bought it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it was in my vlog.
It was in your vlog. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Lady Death guy mainly.
You're a Lady Death guy.
Yeah,
There's
so-
towels.
The towel, yeah.
Killer.
There's that one seller at the Giant Toy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
Lady
Lady Death. Loves it.
Very expensive, so you always got to be picky. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, good to see you, man.
You too, man.
See you at the next one.
Thanks, guys.
I then made my way to Bruce's stand. He always has heaps of comics on offer, and he didn't disappoint. He did have a Lady Death comic on the day, but it was super expensive. No change out of $100. It was signed by 3 of the creators. There's the certificate of authenticity, but too rich for my blood. There he is.
Hey, how are you all?
He's back on the channel.
Yes.
John Burgos.
Yes, I've been busy. Every time there's a toy fair on, I've got to go to work. It's no fun.
It's good to see you back,
Yeah,
man.
it is. It was a fun day.
Yeah.
It was awesome to be here.
What's this shirt you're wearing? Look, you've got an Iron Man shirt on. Look at that, dude. Yeah, you're in the full swing at the comic fair.
Yeah, I dressed up for the occasion. No mucking around.
No mucking around, mate.
Indeed. Made a couple of purchases.
Paul Stanley?
Yeah, from Kiss. Migo. I need him for spare parts. He's got a wonky leg. I need his spare parts.
And who found this one for you, bro?
Yeah. The man spotted this one.
Yeah, I found this
we
one.
were going through the same tub. He spotted it before me. Look at that legend. He's
Wow.
minty too.
He's so mint. I just thought it was a repro, but it's not.
No, it's a 1970s. It's AHI. One of those two. I'll go
So
do some
cool.
proper research because Migo's my thing.
Yes.
But it was just so minty I couldn't pass it up. But this one here, he's going to spare parts.
Love how wobbly his knee is, but that's not the knee you need to be wobbly. The other one is the one you're going to use, right?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because I can just get a pin, so I can use either one.
Ah.
But he's got an Elvis thing going on. Thank you very much.
He totally does. Well, I think for the first time either of us have been to this event, we're pretty impressed, you
Yeah, it
know?
was pretty good. I liked it. It was great.
Lots of comics, lots of toys. So yeah, if you're in this area and you don't have anything to do on the day that they have it on, it's the Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair, and I think they hold them once every 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, they come around frequently. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
So gold coin, I think it was like $2 to get in
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah, and a beautiful day, so couldn't do it. Couldn't do better.
Absolutely. Thanks, John. Good to see you again, brother.
Cheers, man.
Hey guys, so back at Nostalgia Button HQ, and I just wanted to go over the very small amount of purchases that I made. I was pretty conservative in my purchases today. Great event, run really smoothly. First time going there. Initial thoughts, yes, it's a smaller event. However, it was quality over quantity. If you're into comic books, I probably didn't show as many comics as I could have because there was a lot of comic book vendors. I wasn't there for a lot of time today. So, but yeah, there was a lot of comic book vendors there and a lot of the mainstays at these events as well. But there was a new seller called Jeff, and I actually picked up something from Jeff. So Jeff had this for sale. Another green R2-D2. I just had to pick him up. Now I'm obsessed with these green ones. And whenever I see him, I was like, you know what? He gave me a good little deal on that. So yeah, $10 for that guy there. Not too shabby. It actually is a character, but I can't remember R4D9 or something like that. But I'm probably getting it wrong. But green R2-D2, so rad. What else did I pick up? Michael. I've featured his stall on the vlogs before, but I'm remembering his name now. Michael. He had this awesome troll, battle troll. I don't know, I don't collect this, but you know, sometimes when you see something unique and you're like, oh, what is that? And we looked them up and there's a whole series of these things from the early 90s.
But he's just so cool looking. That's funny. Cool looking. That I had to pick him up, and he really looked after me with the price on it as well. I think the gold really pops, and the red skin on him, the really cool eyes that he has, the black troll hair, just rad. So yeah, really excited to have him on my miscellaneous shelf. And finally, I'll take the price off this one. That's not coming off, that's all right. So Bruce, who had so many comics. He also had a Lady Death comic signed by Brian Paluto and two of the other people involved in the creation of that character. But it was a little bit too pricey for me. But he did have some more lower end stuff, and I picked up this Real Ghostbusters comic. Look at the artwork. How cool is that? And the green sludge looks like Ray's lost his foot. He's lost his shoe there. Egon's looking on. Big green sludge monster in the background. The Real Ghostbusters. I'll really try to have that featured somehow. I mean, yeah, my Real Ghostbusters collection is getting out of hand, so there's not a lot of real estate anymore, but I just saw that. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to support the fair on the day and pick up a little something. So there it is there. Such a cool book. And finally, this wasn't a toy at all, but it's kind of like a toy. I got an octave pedal, but not there. I got this off Marketplace, and John was gracious enough to meet the dude because he was happened to be in his area. And so John picked up this octave pedal. So if you see me at a gig soon, you'll be able to hear the sweet sounds of this pedal being blasted through my PA. So thanks, John, for picking that up for me. Thank you very much. I forgot to hit my button. When I saw this, I hit my nostalgia button. There it is. And we've come to the end of the vlog, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. If you did like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on so you never miss a video, and I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and be good. Ciao.
What you buy this week? Did you get some toys instead of the groceries? I wanted this since I was a kid. Now I live in a box, but at least I chased the dream. I gotta intercept that package, or my wife will leave me and I'll end up